Oh, now we're live.
Okay.
Hi.
Hello.
How's it going, Nathan?
It's going great. How are you?
Good, good. Here in the radio. Uh-huh. So how are you doing?
Doing great. Yesterday I got to move into my first condo, first home. We just bought a home, and so we are here. We moved in halfway, enough to be able to sleep here tonight and enjoy the first night here, and we are excited. So
Sweet. Where did you buy your condo?
it's in Brigham City, Utah,
Nice. Uh-huh.
and it is near a park called Watkins Park. It's really, really awesome. So
Oh, yeah. I think I know where it is. Uh-huh. Yeah, I live in Brigham. Uh-huh. Now I live in Ogden. Yeah.
And the natatorium and the high school are kind of further down the street from us.
Okay, yes, I know where you are. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty nice. Uh-huh. It feels so nice when you finally move and at least you can sleep there through the night.
Yeah.
Huh? It's a
Yep.
good feeling. Uh-huh. Yeah. So we have some questions. Okay, so this is Nathan. He's originally from Utah. What part of Utah are you from?
Perry, Utah.
Perry? Okay. Nice.
And if some of you are familiar with Brigham City, it's really close to Brigham City and Willard.
Mm-hmm. And Logan and Bear Lake, it's like only
Yeah.
almost an hour or half hour, 45 minutes from there.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Uh-huh. So there's other things that I would like to also talk to you about. Like, for example, let's see. Some of your background and everything. Like, for example,
Like musical.
yes. Uh-huh. So it says that you studied piano,
Oh,
right,
okay.
when you were 5, and then
Mm-hmm.
the cello when you
Yep.
were 12, and you attended
Yes.
university, right?
Yes. Yep.
Mm-hmm. What's one of the things? Why would you choose to go there to Weber State University?
So at the time when I was graduating high school, I was actually auditioning several different schools. I went to Snow College to audition. I went to Dixie, and I think did it when it was UVSC.
Mm-hmm.
I did it over there too. And I did several auditions and did it at Weber, and Weber was the only one that accepted me. So I went to the school that accepted me.
Oh, sweet. No, you're good. Uh-huh. And it says that you also serve a missionary, like a mission.
Yeah.
An LD. And where do you serve?
I served in Utica, New York.
Oh,
And
nice.
that is up by the upstate section of New York by Palmyra.
Oh, so nice. That is really, like you said, uplifting. Yeah, that is really, really nice. Yeah. I serve a mission in Sacramento, California. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Nice.
It's been a long time, but yeah. Yeah. So what would you say it's your story? Like, what's your how you're getting to UR and everything?
Just the journey.
Yeah.
I feel like my journey has been really based off of just trial and trying things out and lots of creativity and exploring. I would give all the credit to my parents because they put me into the piano lessons without me even knowing anything. It's just something that they chose to do for all three. I have 2 younger sisters, so all 3 of us, they signed us all up for piano. And if they didn't do that, to be honest, I'm not even sure if I would naturally ask for it or if I would really know much about it or have an interest, or I don't know. It was just a miracle that they decided to put us all into piano lessons, and I'm grateful that they did. And so when I was getting to be about 12 in 6th grade, my cousin was a grade older than me, and I saw that she was playing the violin, and I just kind of got the feeling of like, you know, I want to do something that's orchestral, but I don't know if I want to do like the violin because it like kinks your neck. And so I just walked into a room for the orchestra room, and I saw all the cellos just sitting on the wooden holder rack, and I just felt like that's the instrument I'm the most interested in playing, and I just felt like I wanted to do that. And then I started taking lessons when I was probably 14 years old, and got really serious and began, you know, competing and getting an award for each year of high school for region and state. And then I did the ASTA, which is American Strings Teachers Association, and was able to get an award for 3rd place. So it was really, this was back like probably 2008, 2009.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah. And so what's the difference between like playing you will say like maybe a cello? Did you ever play a violin or anything like that?
just picking it up and testing it out, not really seriously playing it. The difference between the violin and the cello are the string names. So violin has EAG, sorry, EADG, and cello has ADGC. So viola would be more identical to a cello. Violin's more like a bass, but the strings are opposite.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure that's a little too much.
No, you're good. Huh? Yeah, I try a little bit of violin before, so yeah, yeah, it's really hard actually.
Yeah.
It's really hard. Yeah, but I still like it though. I still have my violin. I should just keep practicing. Yeah, I just never had like classes for it, so I'm just trying to learn by myself. So it's kind of like it's even harder. Yeah.
One of the other differences is my hands are naturally bigger, and so violin, the spacing when you're doing your scales, you have to do 1, 2, 3. Then you go to the next string, 1, 2, 3, and then on cello it's 1, 2, and then sometimes 3 and 4 go together. Sometimes you do 1, 2, and 3 and 4, depending on the stretches. So,
so you have
the stretches are a lot wider. Oh, what was that again?
Oh, I said that you have to kind of like jump almost, like with the stretches, like.
Yeah, like your fingers are really spaced close together on the violin, and then the cello, you have to remember that it's more like wide.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it serves to have long hands then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so nice. So what would you say is the best thing that happened to you this year?
Oh, this year? Probably getting out of our last place and having this condo with me and my wife.
Nice. Do you have any kids?
No, we do not at this time, but we have plans to have a family in the future.
Nice. That's super nice. Yeah, that is awesome. So there is like, we have a link for one of your songs, and I don't know if you would like to maybe let us know what song you would like us to play right now, or after we go to commercials, we can play a song and you can kind of like explain what's happening or how you like, or why is that song, why you made it, or...
Is that what you're saying?
Dale, gracias.
Okay.
Ella camina y cruza la calle, sabe que es un largo camino. Busca correr, pero la lluvia cae, intenta no perderse el domingo. Si es que el viento viene y la lluvia cae, no tiene por qué deber a nadie. Y si ella quiere poder encontrarse, sabe que es un largo destino. Intenta parar para ver a alguien, pero alguien se perdió en el camino. Si es que el viento viene y la lluvia cae, no tiene por qué deberlo a nadie. Y si ella quiere poder encontrarse, nadie debería negarse. Nadie se amargó.
So I was wondering if you could find the video, the music video for a Raven song, and we could
Raven.
watch that, and maybe I could talk about. Yeah, it's right. Yep.
Uh-huh. So can you explain a little bit?
Yes, I can. Yeah. So a lot of people get asked, maybe out of all the songs you've written, what's one that you feel the most connected to, or what's your favorite? And I've heard so many people who write music that say, I can't pick one, they're all my children, you know. But I feel like a Raven song for me is definitely one that if you took it out of my song pile, it would be really different. It wouldn't be the same to not have it included, and it really speaks to me. And I think the reason why it speaks to me is because a lot of the music that I write is not based off of events in my life. It's just how I feel and what I come up with ideas. And a Raven song is like a story of my life. And ravens and crows, they have not always been my favorite bird, but recently I've always been, you know, drawn to their nature and their color. And so when I was studying at school and studying at becoming a music major and things like that, there was a lot of difficult emotions and feelings that I had to push through and work through, because I had this passion inside to want to write for movies, and I wanted to do cinematic music, and I wanted to write and be a composer for film. And all the music that I grew up listening to and loved was soundtracks, musicals from Broadway stuff, and I was really into the, you know, the rock mixed with orchestral, like the symphonic rock, like Within Temptation, and I really liked Epica and Nightwish and things like that. So I felt like when I was studying music theory, because it was required to take music theory and ear training when I was doing college, and it just seemed like it was just over the top, like classical music, and getting so deeply invested into the classical realm that it was kind of making me kind of turned off and really a little bit upset because I didn't want to study, you know, Boccherini and Liszt and Mozart, Beethoven, things like that. Even though there's some good music to appreciate there, if I had to pick a composer that even is close to the music that I like, it'd be Tchaikovsky, because it's more visual with the music. It's not just random music that's hard to like figure out. And I think there's a lot to appreciate with classical music, but at the same time, it wasn't my passion. So the fact that it was like crammed down my throat and it was forced, and it was like, in my opinion, it was very over worshipped, to where there wasn't well-roundedness. There wasn't, you know, like lots of venturing into other genres of music. There wasn't lots of other styles. It was just narrow, only one way is the right way to study. And so it would actually push me into the practice room, and it would make me want to like rebel. And so I would start writing my own music and also doing covers of other music I really enjoyed writing. And I would go in the practice room acting like I'm really practicing, but I'd be composing or playing other music. And I'm grateful that I did that, because the music that I was asked to practice, I was able to do fine on, you know, the juries and things like that, and pass and stuff. But I don't think about that music today. I think about the music that I've created today more, and it influences my life more, and it has more of an impact. And so this Raven song is about not being told to be this box or that box, and everyone tries to cram you into this box. They want to dress you up as Mozart. They want to dress you up as this image that they want you to be. And so I wrote lyrics to this song, and there's a lyrical version, and it says, "Take my life and let it be your separating tragedy. I listen to my heart, don't deem it wrong. This is my own Raven song." So what that means is, no matter how bad other people want you to be what they want you to be, always be yourself and always push through and be original, because following your heart, following your dreams is the only way to go. And when they cram me into the box, it's like, that's what they are shaming me to be. They want me to be what all the other students prior have done when they come to the university. And then I come along and I want to be different. And I was told several times that my music's too much like music for movies. They would say like, it's movie music and we don't want that, or this is written wrong because it's similar to soundtracks or something like that. And I would feel like, what's wrong with that? Because that's awesome stuff, you know, like that's what I'm all about. And so,
And we have a question here really quick around the
yeah,
subject talking right now. They're asking if you have thought about working to make music for movies.
yes, that has been on my mind for years. I've always wanted to. Thank
Yeah.
you for asking that question.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah, that will be
So,
really actually too, I think.
so when I'm in that box, that's me dressed up as what they want me to be, but then eventually it explodes and I become this raven, which is symbolic of freedom. It's symbolic of maybe being misunderstood. People can look at a raven and think, oh, it's dark or it's evil. It's part of witchcraft or something, you know. But I bet if the raven could talk, it would say out loud that I'm deeply misunderstood. I'm not any of the things that I'm labeled. So I think it's looking at a parallel between me and a raven. It's kind of like a metaphor using symbolism as a way to express the inner feelings. So
Yeah, I haven't studied a lot of ornithology. I have a degree also from Weber State in zoology, but I think ravens are really smart too.
mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
they'll remember you. If you treat them wrong, they'll remember you. Or if you treat them right, they'll still remember you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Isn't that fascinating? That's
Mm.
just amazing.
They have like kind of like a human behavior almost, which is really like they're really smart birds. So. Mm-hmm.
They can even imitate a cough, they can imitate a human sound, and they can speak like a human and laugh. It's pretty
Mm-hmm.
amazing.
Yeah, they're really good. Uh-huh. I can't believe that like people give them so little credit when they're so smart too. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's another part of it, is because my music felt like it was getting very little credit when I thought it was more, and it wasn't finding its way into the class and assignments and stuff. And although I thought it was enjoyable and great, it was just like it was deemed wrong. So so it was my frustration putting the song together, lots of rebellion, lots of anger, frustration, kind of a lot of misunderstanding, things like that, of like, why can't this be treated equal as, you know, classical? So
Yeah, that is true. And did you after that you study at USU
yeah,
or?
so I transferred from Weber and then went to USU to study music therapy.
Oh, okay.
So
I have a friend in music therapy too. Uh-huh.
oh, at Utah State?
Yes, uh-huh,
What's
right
her
now.
name?
Her name is, oh my gosh, Gabby.
Oh
Gabrielle.
yeah, Gabby. I know Gabby.
Yeah.
She has like the bangs that come down to here.
I'm not sure if she has bangs though, but a little blonde. She has like light green eyes, and she's white.
Oh.
So Gabriela Aragon, I think it's no, Gabriela. I don't remember her
Oh,
last name,
it's okay.
but she's super
Yeah.
nice. And yeah, she has some things that she has to fill up for school and everything, and it seems really cool. She plays the piano though. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, she plays the piano. She really enjoys it. She says that she really likes doing that too. Music therapy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
That's so awesome. Uh-huh. Yeah. Um. So another thing I was gonna ask you. Um. So for us, for the radio and everything, how can we be more helpful to you right now? Like, what can we do to help?
I think it's just being able to promote. I think promoting is the most difficult part. Like you can create your album, you can create all the music and make it as great as you want to make it, but unless the audience is there to like see it, that's the hard part, is the advertising and the promotions and I have little cards that I hand out at work and like to give them to people if they strike up conversation about music or something. And I feel like that sometimes helps, but I think life gets so busy, maybe they don't remember to pull it out of their wallet and look it up. But it's just anything to do with promoting or sharing. is really helpful. So.
And I was gonna ask you other question about the promoting and sharing, but I think I forgot.
It's okay.
Well, another thing that I wanted to see is like, how do you feel like about where do you work? That's what I was gonna ask you.
Right now I work in electronics.
So
okay. I'm kind of still in the music movie field. See, I can't get away from it. I'm still involved with music and movies.
It's good.
Yeah.
Good. So, and that's where you try to promote your music too and everything, right? That's what you were saying.
I do it when I have a chance, but it's not my I don't go to work with a goal of how much promotion I can do. It's just if it just finds its way in the conversations or something.
Perfect. Cool. Yeah. So, and okay, so let me see. I have something here in the chat. Oh, we're gonna go to commercials really quick, and then when we come back, maybe we can hear another one of your songs, whatever you want. Okay, sound good.
Thank you.
Buenos días, mi nombre es Elisa Cabello y hoy vengo a decirte que hoy es el día perfecto para iniciar la restauración de tu crédito o trabajar con nosotros como agente. Contáctanos al 908-370-1921. Sí, usted para empezar a trabajar con nosotros necesita su Tax ID Number o su número de seguro social. No necesita tener experiencia para trabajar en esto, ya que nosotros le brindamos las capacitaciones y las herramientas que usted necesita. ¿Necesita restaurar su crédito? ¿Quiere comprarse una casa, un carro, refinanciar? Cualquier meta financiera en los Estados Unidos necesita tener un buen crédito. Pero si eso lo está deteniendo, solamente debe consultar con nosotros. Tenemos más de 17 años de experiencia y podemos ayudar. Por eso, asegúrese hoy mismo de contactarnos al 908-370-1921.
Ven a conocer Hunan Village Fine Chinese Food, un lugar familiar con exquisitos platos y postres y el mejor equipo para atender tus deleites gastronómicos, ubicados en el 1149 Sur y el 450 West en Brigham City, cerquita de todos. Hunan Village Fine Chinese Food.
Que perdonármelo y venir.
Si necesitas construir o rellenar, ven a Bingham Rock. Tenemos todo el material que necesitas. Arena, gravilla, relleno. Todo en Bingham Rock. Llámanos. If you need to build or fill, come to Bingham Rock. We have all the material you need. Sand, gravel, stuffed, all in Bingham Rock. Call us.
Cevichería La Mané te ofrecemos comidas del mar, ceviches, masas a la parmesana, locos y una gran variedad de mariscos y productos del mar, atendido por sus propios dueños. Estamos ubicados en Maipú. Llámanos al 935-230-716, 935-230-716 y recuerda, hacemos delivery. Te esperamos en Cevichería La Mané.
¿Estás preparada o preparado para cambiar tu vida? No esperes más. Comienza desde hoy. Conoce nuestros productos de Inmunotech y revisa nuestro catálogo. Mejora tu vida y también te puedes convertir en un consultor o consultora. Si quieres ser emprendedor o emprendedora, únete a este gran proyecto de vida. No pierdas esta gran oportunidad. Llama a Rocío Padilla al 8188-1266-33 o al 818-42-36925. Te esperamos.
We are back. Nathan, I have
Hey.
some questions here, and I didn't even realize I had that many questions.
Okay.
So one of them is, what age do you recommend to practice? Like, at what age do you think it will be a good age to start practicing an instrumental, a musical instrument?
It really depends because there's lots of really incredible musicians I've seen on YouTube that are even, 3-5 years old that come from, Asia or different countries. And so I think when parents can recognize that a child has a musical ear, or they have like the ability to, like for me, my parents saw me conducting to music, and my mom would practice with me humming pitches. Like she'd sing like la 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 la, and she'd have me like sing with her. I think anywhere from 5 and up is really acceptable, but that's just my idea.
Yeah, they're asking here also if you.
But I think it's important to let kids be kids too.
Yes, that's true.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, they're asking here another question: if you only play instruments or if you sing too. And I think you say you sing too, right?
Yeah, so I'm not like a trained singer, but I do have music out there that is vocal, and I do sing, and I love to sing privately and around the house and things like that, and in the car. But yeah, I have probably a handful of songs on iTunes that are vocal and YouTube.
That's awesome. Yeah, my husband likes singing too and playing the guitar.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, he really enjoys that. That's awesome. So there is another question that I saw there. Oh, what are your projects with respect to your music? Were you planning and
like the preparation to get it going and stuff?
I think it's more like what are your projects? Like, what do you want to do? Like, what else do you want to do? How?
Oh, like long term from here on out.
Long term or short term?
I have a project that I'm doing right now that's really exciting. It's called Lost Voices. My previous album is Revolutionized, and then the release for the next album is going to be within hopefully the next 4 months. And it's called Lost Voices, and it's just additional songs that didn't make it onto the last album, because I don't want to make an album. I don't want to make the album like 25 tracks, because that's not normal. Usually they're like, 12 to 15 or something like that.
Oh.
So this is just extra music. And some of my other projects is I've been given an opportunity to score a musical and write for it. So I'm going to be working on that. And I have a Easter Glory project I am still wanting to do that is going to be focused on Easter. crucifixion, resurrection. It's going to be like the soundtrack for all those events.
Really nice, actually.
Yeah, so it's more of like a religious getaway from what I'm used to doing, and this can be more like centered on things that are really important to the world, like things that impact everyone.
It should be important.
So, so those are some of my projects that I have planned coming up.
That's so good. Where can we find your music to listen to?
It's on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, SoundCloud.
And Spotify, what is it? Just with your name, Nathan Bradford?
It would be Nathan R. Bradford.
Bradford. And you said Spotify?
Yep.
And what was the other one? Did you see another one?
Apple Music or iTunes.
Oh, okay. iTunes. Sweet. So we have Nathan R. Bradford. That will be his name. If you look for him on the Spotify, iCloud, Apple Music, iTunes, you can find him anywhere there. With his whole name, Nathan R. Bradford, you can hear all the music. That's really inspirational, I think. I really
Thank
like
you.
it. I really like Tchaikovsky too. It's one of my favorite ones, and I discovered him after I came back from my mission because I love classical music, but I couldn't keep listening to Mozart and other. I was just kind of tired of it. I was like, there has to be something else, so I kept looking and I found that, and I was like, oh, that's kind of like more like I like it.
Yeah. I want to get it out there that I'm not anti-classical music. I'm just anti overdoing one genre to the point where it's the only option, and then you're forced to be like someone else or think like them, and you can't have a second choice.
Yes.
So
he's an open-minded for them.
Yeah, more open-minded.
Yes, it's really to do that too, to have like this open-minded. And I was gonna see, let me see. Oh, there's more questions. Let's see. I'm going to see if we can find another one of your songs. If that's okay. Is that okay if we play another one of your songs?
Yeah, do you want to play one of the newest songs off of Lost Voices?
Lost Voices. Okay, which one?
It's called Intro, and this is going to be the first track of the new album to get a preview of the album.
Okay, let me talk to Orlando. ¿Podemos poner una canción, Orlando? Se llama en su álbum Lost Voices en the YouTube channel.
So you'll be able to hear the Raven song from Revolutionized, the past album, and then this is a preview of how I've kind of changed my direction and the new sound for the new album.
Okay, let me send the message really quick.
Oh, I think if you were to search Nathan R. Bradford like you have at the top and then put an intro, it would come up.
Intro? Oh, if you write
at the top.
At the top. En la parte de arriba, si escribe intro. So, creo que es INTRO. Intro. Lost Voices. Is that?
And it's the top one.
That's it. Okay. That song made me feel like I was in a movie.
Oh, well, I
Yeah.
guess you get a little bit of the voice. I forgot that song had the voice involved.
Huh? Yeah, is that your voice, right?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
somebody said that your music is perfect for series and Netflix. Congrats.
Oh, thank you.
That sounds really good, actually. Uh-huh.
Oh, thank you. I don't know if anyone knows about this group, but the composer is Thomas Bergerson, and the group is called Two Steps from Hell, and they use a lot of trailer music, and they write a lot of cinematic stuff. They have lots of stuff on iTunes and Spotify and stuff, and they're always producing a new album, but me and my wife just eat them up. We just love that music. We love Two Steps from Hell and the work they do. It's very orchestral and cinematic, like you just heard. And my wife is really awesome. She does electronic music and
Oh,
video game based kind of sounds and EDM. And so I felt like I've never really explored that before in my music. So that was inspirational for using that for intro. I wanted to maybe at the beginning put a little more synthesizer kind of sounds and electronic.
uh-huh. That's what I was like. Oh, that sounds like a little electronic. Yeah, uh-huh. At the beginning, uh-huh. That was really fun. Um, so like is your wife also, does she study music too?
So she is really gifted to where she skipped having to do the studying and she can just write without the
Oh,
training. She can just do it from ear and she can time till it's finished, and it's really amazing what she does. So we feature each other on
oh
our
wow.
work.
Yeah, I had a friend and he used to play the piano just by ear too. And I
Oh.
was, oh, how do you do that? He didn't know music. He would just play out of listening to the song, which is crazy to me. Yeah.
Yeah. If it's okay, I just wanted to mention something.
Yes, go ahead. Mhm.
I was just going to mention that my influences for my writing are what make everything what it is. It's the most important part is your musical influences and what you love. When I was age 7 or 6 years old, the summer of 1996, my grandma took me to go see The Hunchback of Notre Dame, the Disney movie, when it came out to theaters. And the opening theme and the song Hellfire and just all the music, the epic choral choir, and just how amazing Alan Menken put that together with Stephen Schwartz. Alan Menken's the composer of Beauty and the Beast, Little Mermaid, Pocahontas. But Hunchback is just one of those things that just grabbed me as a young kid, and I couldn't stop thinking about it. And I would sing Hellfire around the house, and I just love that tune. And so I just wanted to say that my influences, another influence that I have is Evanescence. I don't know if you've ever heard of that
Oh yeah, I
group.
love that music. That was my emo punk days when I was younger.
Yeah, Amy Lee is just really awesome.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So I feel like I'm influenced really heavily by Amy Lee, and I'm heavily influenced by Hunchback of Notre Dame and Alan Menken and Two Steps from Hell and things like that. So it's really fed me with the things that I kind of you see pieces of it coming out of me.
Your
So.
creations. Yeah, that's, oh wow, that's really, really, really cool. I just want to mention something really quick, that you can promote your products with us, radionosotros.com, and you can reach to a lot of people through social media. And you can call our phone number is 435-226-3712. Again, 435-226-3712. And yeah, we have a really good promotion right now going on, and it's a little cheaper to do, like, to be announced through the radio and everything. So sorry, just letting everybody know that it's listening to us. But yeah. I So do you, besides the music, do you like reading? Do you have a favorite book or something?
I'm picking up the reading more than I have in the past. I've gotten really into Joyce Meyer and John Bevere. I've been reading the books they have, and something that I make as a habit daily is I read the Bible every day, and
Yeah.
I find that as my source or my strength for getting through whatever challenges I need. And I'm not just saying that because everyone says it. I literally come up with a emotion or a difficult situation, and I pull out my phone and I actually look up verses that can help with that issue, because I feel like the scriptures can be like the medicine for your emotional and spiritual needs. Because if you have pride, or if you have discouragement or some emotion, you can't go to the pharmacy and ask for a pill for that subscription. You have to, go about it in a spiritual way. So I feel like verses can touch on all the things that heal your soul. So I would say that's my ultimate reading right now. So
That's awesome. Yeah. I like reading too. I really like kind of like fictional books too. So just like all
yeah.
plays. Yeah.
When
And
I was younger, I used to read the series of unfortunate events.
oh yeah. I've read that one.
I read them all.
Oh wow. Yeah. My brother was big into that too. My yeah. 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 Like I like fictional, and books that are like a little more like to play with your imagination, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And then I really like science books and just anything sciencey. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You're
Yeah.
the science nerd, I guess.
In my house, yes, I am. Yeah. Yeah. Although my daughter is following my steps, so can't get mad at that. But she's only 3, and whenever we play music, let's say like I have the Frozen one. Have you heard like Frozen? Just
I know the first movie. I don't know the second movie.
yeah, well, from the first movie, every time she hears that song, like she starts dancing like she knows ballet or something, and she just really goes into it. And I'm like, huh, maybe she has a musical ear, because she really enjoys doing that and singing. And so we'll see. Maybe we'll put it on some piano lessons or something when she's older. I think it will be really good to give her the chance to choose too.
Yeah, I think it's important to recognize the little things they do on their own, and to, call it out to your attention, and to recognize it, and then say, hey, maybe this is an opportunity to put them into dance or put them into piano or something, if it can be done.
Yes. Yeah. That's what I'm like really happy here. I see a lot of people here in Utah that try to put their kids in piano or teach them piano or things like that. And I'm like, that's really neat. Like when I was younger, I had a piano in my house, but nobody knew how to play it. So it was kind of like a wasted there. But now that I'm older, I'm like, no, like, yeah, we need to help the kids notice things. I mean, being able to find joy in music, find joy in things, in small things, because music, it's something that everybody has access to, like songs or anything. And sometimes maybe not to classes, of music, but they can also go to school. Like in middle school, I think they offer them classes too, if anything.
And the cool thing about the orchestral music is you don't have to translate.
Oh yeah, that is
Like,
true.
everyone can listen to it.
That is very, very true. Yeah, I even heard when I was growing up, my dad used to love listening to classical music and music in another languages too. And because of that, I've been trying to learn Portuguese too, which is kind of,
Oh,
yeah, it's kind of like funny though. But I started singing like a Portuguese song. I'm like, I know everything this Portuguese song like says, but I don't know the meaning. So maybe I should learn.
yeah.
So it's fun, especially with classical. I mean, I guess classical like orchestral music, like you said. It's like it's for everyone. Everyone can listen to it, and it's relaxing. Sometimes it's really like involving. It just involves you and makes you like, I don't know, want to do so many things. I think my mind like also like I think more clear or like have more ideas when I listen to that kind of music for some reason. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, the other, like, in the past, I've listened to like certain soundtracks, and one right now that just came to my mind is the soundtrack for Maleficent. Like, it has some really incredible moments where it feels like you're flying and soaring, and it's just really beautiful stuff. And when you just listen to that, everyone can feel like they're flying. Like, you don't have to get a translator to say flying means, like, you know.
Yeah. Especially that. Yeah, it's not like, yeah, and you can, and it's also like you can interpret the, I mean, like the music like according to how you're feeling sometimes, or according to what you want to feel, or I don't know. It's like it's your own language that you can interpret as however you want.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. I
Yeah.
appreciate that a lot with music. Is yeah.
Yeah. Do you learn any language when you were in New York?
And I think that was fine because I was able to learn, preach my gospel more detailed and things like that. And but when I last semester I was actually beginning a journey where I was asked to pick up a Spanish class. So I started it, but then found out I don't need to finish it, and so I dropped the class. But I learned a little bit of. I noticed that is it nosotros?
Yes.
And that means we. So is it radio we?
Like our radio, kind of.
Oh, our radio. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our radio. Yeah.
And I learned about like boligrafo is. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah, pen, and then lapis, and I learned different words like that. And mochila is backpack.
Yeah.
And
That's really good. Yeah, that's fun. Okay, so let's see. Let me see if we can. Oh, it's 10 a.m. now. It's a beautiful weather outside. It's really sunny. Well, I like sunny days. It's really hot though, but it's really, really nice outside. I can enjoy today. And also thank you so much, Nathan, for being here with us. Sorry, for like being here. Sorry, I was just mixing my Spanish and my English. Sometimes I do that. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you for letting us listen to your awesome, like amazing music, and feel inspired today to get all our goals done and get everything that we need to do. And yeah, I'm excited for you and for everything that comes to your future, and everything that you're gonna be doing. It's gonna be really exciting. We're here to help you if you have any questions, or if you need anything, we're here. And yeah, let us know. We can share this. We will be sharing it on Facebook, and you can share it to your friends and everything, and it will be really fun. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you, everyone, for listening to us in Radio Nosotros. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. And thank you, Nathan. If you want to say
You're welcome.
before we go.
I just wanted to say I already liked you and I followed you on Instagram and Facebook. So.
Oh, thank you. You're so kind. Thank you. Also, get to follow Radio Nosotros too on Instagram. Yes, and on Facebook. And thank you so much for everything. And I hope everybody is doing everything fine. And we'll see each other in another day. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
A todos los que estuvieron en la radio y en esta buena entrevista con Nathan. Y él va a seguir sacando nueva música y vamos a seguir nosotros estando atentos para escuchar qué es lo que él tiene. Y también pueden promocionar sus productos con Radio Nosotros para llegar a mucha gente por redes sociales. Nuestro número de teléfono es 435-226-3712. De nuevo, 435-226-3712 or 435-226-3712. That's our phone number for if you want to promote anything on the radio. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a wonderful day.
Adios.
Adiós.
Dale, gracias.
Ella camina y cruza la calle, sabe que es un largo camino. Busca correr, pero la lluvia cae, intenta no perderse el domingo. Y es que el viento viene y la lluvia cae, no tiene por qué deber a nadie. Y si ella quiere poder encontrarse, nadie debería negarse. Ella suspira y cruza la calle, pero sabe que es un largo destino. Intenta parar para ver a alguien, pero alguien se perdió